Sorry guys, it cut me off at 10 minutes. I'm going to try real hard to remember what I was saying. It's really hard for me because it cut me off and then I got a phone call. So, whew, Lord, maybe we can piece it back together. I don't know. Mainly what I'm trying to say is I know that there are certain times when there's a project share that comes on this channel. There's a haul that comes on. There's a Cooking With Me channel. There's a lifestyle update that comes on over here. And then, of course, somebody has to run smack, and then I have to come into that other wave of putting a video up and calling somebody out. And the only reason why I bring it up now is because since I've started my channel, I have never really paid too much attention to the people that subscribe over here, the people that watch me, the numbers, the likes, the dislikes, the comments. I probably wouldn't pay attention to all of the comments that come through that are negative, but my phone gives me the alert. So I end up seeing it, and then I'm like, oh no, they didn't. And then here we go, you know. But, and then of course I make it a point to respond to every single person, you know. It's really bad. Even if it's negative, I respond. You took the time to leave me a comment. I'm going to take the time to tell you about yourself if you're negative. And if you took the time to leave me a comment, you acknowledged me. So out of respect, I will always acknowledge everyone that acknowledges me because that's just a respectful thing to do. But the videos are not what I want this channel to be a reflection of. The videos going up, yes, it happens on every single channel. When there's drama involved, you end up with more people coming over, more people watching, more people making their comments, and it's just a given, you know what I mean? I don't pay attention to views, to even know how many people have watched videos. I don't care about none of that. I really don't. I mean, I'm glad for the people that come here and they leave the comments and, you know, the friendships that I've made through those comments and feedback, you know. And the lights that have been shown through some of the other comments on certain people. I can always appreciate that. But it's not something that I'm trying to do by gaining more people over here. There's an overwhelming response under every single video of people that agree or disagree with what is being said. I'm not a watchdog for somebody. I'm not a lapdog for somebody. I'm not someone here to just run my mouth off to be heard over here. I would much rather get back to the basics over here and create my crafts and my art and my digis and share my story with other people that don't do crafting at all. People that are not even involved in crafting. But then you just have these moments where people want to come in and it just happens. I don't have a filter. I don't have a filter. And, you know, it's always going to be that way, especially whenever I'm defending somebody, you know. The thing that really irritates me more than anything is when I came onto YouTube, I was brand new. I didn't know too many people in the crafting kind of world. And I felt my way around and, you know, I watched so many different designers out there for their quality of work. And I was so just inspired by watching these beautiful things being created that the drama side of it didn't come on until I started like responding to people and talking to people. And then I find out all these things. And I too have defended Angela on this channel many times, you know, apologized and defended and, you know, fought many battles with her on her blog and on, you know, Google Plus and all of that. But things just shifted for me, you know. When I was in the relationship I was in, I wasn't on YouTube very much. And I wasn't over here to see what was going on. So for me to be informed of all these things that are happening and this huge just crater that opened up and these friendships are ending and people are mad and people are just upset with each other. And then I'm like, what is going on? You know, and then Michelle reached out to me and I was informed of what was really going on. And it was like, oh my goodness, no way, no flipping way So it made me really get involved on that and call people out, because she's my friend, y'all. She is my friend. I don't care who likes Michelle. I don't care if you watch her videos and you can't stand her voice and you don't like what she makes. None of that matters to me. She is a good person. She's got a light that shines within her that is so bright. And she's so, just such a caring person and so humble. And she just wants to create. She just wants to create. She wants to have her place. And people just can't respect that, you know. And it's like, in my world, if you don't like somebody, just don't watch. Don't watch. But, you know, so many people come over and they comment to me about, why are you doing this? And this is none of your business. And you're just trying to jump on a drama train. And you're this and you're that. And I had someone tell me that my arts and crafts look like stuff that's sold at a yard sale. For those people, really all you can do is look at the situation that they're in and the things that they are being influenced by and the people that they surround themselves with, and just either shake my head or say that silent prayer for them and just move on from it. You know, people will always try to cut you down below the knees to make themselves feel better. Me, I'm not trying to cut anyone down. I'm just trying to make people see what's going on, because it needs to be seen. And I know in my heart that I'm right, because of the overwhelming response that I've got over here and the people that come out and want to talk about things that have happened to them. These people aren't making stuff up. It's really happening. It's really, really happening. Myself, I'm not a victim. I brought this all on myself to have the backlash that I have, and I'm ready and standing. I don't care, you know, but there's just so many things that are being said on posts and walls and comments and this and that are not being shown in the limelight, you know, and it's just, that's what gets me fired up, and that's what gets me in that place where I call out people, you know what I mean? I will always defend Michelle. I don't care what anyone says. Me and her at one point in time I stood by her when no one else did. And that's how much I cherish our friendship, you know. It's hard, you know. It's really hard. For me, it's like you always want to remember to look at what is in front of you. And people, you know, they always look too far from where they are for what's usually in front of them. You know, if you just open your eyes to what's in front of you and focus on that, I really believe that the negativity and the drama and all of that will stop. You know, there's that special reason that God places certain people on our paths. And I believe that with all of my heart, because I've met so many people that I would have never, ever, ever had the gift to meet in this life. You know, and I believe even if it's for a reason that I don't understand when I meet them, I still strongly believe that He places certain people on your path for a reason, you know. And I think that you have a choice to accept it, or you have a choice to rebel from it. And if you rebel from it, then you know in your heart and your mind that those people aren't meant to stay in your life. And for me, that's how I look at things. People in this frame right now where everything is just so chaotic and we're all trying to hold on for the holidays. We all have our personal struggles. I think we all forget to look at what is in front of us and pay attention to that. Because if you pay attention to that, you don't have nowhere else to put your attention to have a reason for someone like me to come out and fire away at you, you know? We all want to create beautiful things. We all want to see that inspiration given to other people. And I think that we're all guilty of it, whether the other parties want to agree with it or not. We're all guilty of refusing to look at what is in front of us during those moments. And it's so important. I look at everything going on around me in this entire year, and I lose focus. And in everything that I went through, I lost focus on who I am and where I'm going in my own life, because I refused to look at what was in front of me and look at things for the way that they really were. You know, when you come back out of those storms, you see it And it makes you really look at everything in a different perspective. You know what I mean? In my mind, I think all the drama stops when you stop dishing it out and giving people a reason to come back. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys at all, but that's just kind of where I'm at today with everything going on by the end of this week to where where I'm at sitting today. That's where I'm truly from the bottom of my heart at. I don't apologize. I probably could have worded things differently, but that's heated emotions and things that are going to be said. But when you're being called, pathetic names and, pretty much just shit all over because someone's angry, what are you supposed to do? Sit there and take it? I will not take it. I'm not going to take it. And I will always defend Michelle. I'm so blessed to have May in my corner. Beautiful. She's just beautiful all the way around. She's got such a giving heart. She's just a wonderful person, a wonderful teacher, a wonderful person. So many people